Hello, NCA staff, teachers. Don't we love doing these videos? We've all gotten so accustomed to doing them. But boy, what a year it has been. 1920, historical. I am glad to put it behind us. Glad to have graduated our class of 2020. And I'm ready to move on. So before each of us fall into our summer mode, let me share a few thoughts and ideas that are on my plate. Although some of them are partial, I just want to kind of give you a heads up. Currently, as many of you are aware, enrollment is down. But I must say, activity is good. Logan remains very busy. The impact of the pandemic is real. So many of our families are in a wait-and-see mode. I anticipate a very busy August. The master schedule. Yes, it's been built and reflects a very conservative position moving forward. Adjustments may be made, so be prepared for that. I appreciate your patience and understanding. Employment contracts for 2021. They will be prepared and readied for August. It's most likely that they will reflect the same salary as this past year due to the COVID-19 impact on enrollment and therefore tuition, which drives our budget. Next item, school improvement plan. Although the plan is still being put together and won't be finalized until the beginning of next school year, I would like to give you a glimpse of some of our goals and what myself and administration are thinking as we look at the data, responses from parents, and kind of where we're at. Number one, we're going to continue to align our curriculum and see that it meets and exceeds state standards with biblical standards as well. And you're going to hear a lot about prioritized standards and essential standards or power standards that will allow us to ensure that the most essential parts of our curriculum are attained by all our students. So number one, align curriculum, power standards. Number two, we also are going to address cultural competency. As you will recall, we kind of began this last year just before COVID, actually the week before COVID came to town. And we're going to continue to address that. We think that's very important to where we are as a school, but also as a society. We want to be able to deliver culturally responsive instruction. We want to foster relationships with all of our students. We want to retain all of our students. And number three, school goal. We are going to develop a school-wide positive behavioral system that includes teaching students restorative justice, conflict resolutions, mediation, and discipline that restores. Coming out of COVID, or I should say being in the middle of COVID, this is extremely important as well. We want to maintain an environment where all students feel they belong and are welcomed. We want to build students up and encourage them. And we want to, especially in this time, as I mentioned, we want to build them up, support, encourage, and love on them. How about reminders about school, clubs, and activities? It becomes very clear when you talk with parents. Some who have made a commitment to stay at Novi Christian Academy, but others also who have left. Becomes very evident that parents are looking for NCA to provide opportunities for students to be involved in school, to develop the whole child. That is part of our mission. And we believe that we need to instill and bring to our families some school clubs and activities above and beyond fine arts and athletics. So I would ask you to help us to have that idea and to share your idea with your principal. I believe Terry Flint has sent out some emails previous, but waiting on those returns. So just a reminder there that we, very important to us, that you have your idea and that you share your ideas. We want to, through many of these school improvement goals and clubs and activities and things that we are doing, we want to continue to foster that family atmosphere that is our strength. And I do want to take time out to say thank you to teachers, staff, for creating that environment. But I believe we can do more. We can do better. We need to maintain in the light of all the things that are happening. I'm happy to say that, hey, I have a great team around me, and I am more than confident that we will move forward with excellence. Speaking of moving forward, to help us move forward, I have instituted and will be forming over the next week a couple teams that will help us move forward in the near future. COVID-19 Task Force, keeping up and moving forward with this are very important. Obviously, the governor has released her plans. The CDC has their plans. Other organizations have plans as well, what they think is best for education at this time. So we are putting together some teachers. I'll be reaching out to some of you and some parents who are in educational field or professional field that would be very helpful to us. So we're going to put together just a group of heads that we can work together to come up with our plan. And also, school improvement leadership team is a group of teachers that we have spoken with, and we actually began working with a little bit last year, but it is very important. It's imperative that we begin to develop this team and that they become part of the leadership of our school, helping us do what we need to do, improve and maintain the good things that we have. Also, high school spiritual life retreat planning team. This year, because of COVID, high school spiritual retreat will look different. We will not be going to Meshendo, but I do believe we can do some things here. So we will be taking a look at what is allowed with the mandates and health recommendations, but I believe we can do some things that still accomplishes some of those purposes. So we need a group of people to help with that. On to another item, summer technology training opportunities. Mario and Amy have been putting some things together, and in lieu of bringing teachers back early in August, we believe that it would be your preference if you could have some things going while you sit by the pool and sit in your back porch. Microsoft Teams does a good job of providing some very good virtual training, and we believe that we can leverage that along with some perhaps some office hours and some virtual chats between teachers that will help us prepare for the fall. You know, tech-wise, moving forward, we want to improve our distance learning experience for all, teachers, families, and students. And also, we want to use technology in our classrooms to deliver curriculum, to engage our students. And so we believe we begin now. We're also looking at some training in August prior to school starting as well. Teachers, I don't have to tell you, but these times in which we live can be difficult. But they're also exciting. Exciting times for those of us who rely on the Lord, who serve an almighty, never-changing, loving God. God who wants to use you and equip you for the ministry that he has placed you in. And I am so thankful that each of you are on the team, and we look forward to next year. It's a very important time. I mean, how important it is in the environment that we currently live that our children are in a safe educational environment, being taught everything through a Christian biblical worldview. That's a great opportunity and a great responsibility we have. I believe we're up to the task. I believe the Lord will equip us to do great things. So I hope you're having a wonderful, relaxing summer. I hope that continues. Keep an eye on your email. We'll be communicating updates throughout the summer. God bless.